Okay, note to self, the 7.7 ounce pod is ginormous. This is going to keep me awake until Friday.
And so the day is finally here. Our girl Chelsea gets ready for her first day of college. Well, the first day of her second bachelor's degree at least. There's a lot of unknown ahead since she's practically starting over in her 30s. But as they say, the only thing we know is what we know, and we don't know what we don't know, you know? Or something like that.
It's the first day of school! I'm so excited! It doesn't feel like it. It's 11:15, and this morning I have already done my marathon training. Ooh! I did 4 miles on the treadmill at the gym. I want to leave in 15 minutes, but I don't have to leave in 15 minutes. I just don't know where my first class is, so I need time to find it. I've got this playing, the Gilmore Girls soundtrack. It's been the best thing. Like, when I knew I was going back to school last year, I've rewatched Gilmore Girls and I was getting so re-inspired. I'm romanticizing the hell out of this day. This week, maybe even this year, we're kicking it into high gear now. It's do or die. I have 3 classes today. American Government Practices and Values, Elementary Spanish 1, and then I have math. This is it. Today's the day. Let's go. This outfit in my head feels a little bit more preschool teacher than I had envisioned. But that's okay. This bag is a little small for I think everything I'm going to be needing, especially if I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be gone for like 8 hours. What are these cats going to do without me? I'm bringing some spice mangoes, chili mangoes. Overwhelming day. It's been good, but it's overwhelming. So I got a bubble tea. And I'm sitting where I feel more comfortable, Madison Square Park. I was like, I want to hang around this school and go to the library and stuff. And I'm like, no, I think my brain needs a break. I'm just feeling pretty out of place. Everyone's just very to themselves. And that makes sense because it's a commuter school. I hear like the best way to make friends here is to join clubs and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just decompressing. I have a couple hours of break before my next course, which I'm excited for my next class. It's my math class, so I feel prepared for that one because of my summer school. Summer school was way less intimidating because like my first undergrad was art school. This is just very different from that. But that's why I'm here, is to have a new experience. That's one of the reasons why I'm here. So I'm just gonna relax, calm my nervous system a little bit. Then I have to head back to history. Let me see it. Yeah. The first day of school has so many overwhelming and awkward moments. The icebreakers, man, not my favorite. I truly did not know how today was going to go at all. I did not know how I'd feel. I didn't know if I'd walk into the school and realize, oh man, I made the wrong choice. This isn't my path at all, and now I gotta tell over 100,000 people that I'm not doing this. But luckily, I don't feel that way at all. I really sense that I'm headed in the right direction here, and that certainly is some peace of mind after a whirlwind of a day. While my pasta cooks, I might as well give you an update. Today went well. I was feeling a little anxiety earlier, feeling a little out of place. My stresses aren't academically at all. It's mainly just finding peers, I guess. I didn't meet anybody that's in my age group. I was hopeful that there might be somebody in my my class, but I don't think there is. I didn't know anyone's age, but I don't think there is. Then again, today's math class was just a recitation, so it's a practice from what we learned in the lectures on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tomorrow will be a different story because our recitations are much smaller groups than our main class, so it'll be 30 to 35 students, I guess. We'll see tomorrow because I have math every day. But that was a class I was looking forward to the most, and we didn't do any math today. We had to do more like get to know you games, and I'm just excited to get into the math, honestly. Today told me a lot about how I'm gonna be feeling this semester with the demand of everything that I'm doing and everything that I'm juggling. I'm debating whether I should drop my government class that I just randomly signed up for. I was in the class and it seemed so interesting, and the class is very engaged and everything. I don't know if I'm gonna have the bandwidth for 4 classes, but I have until the 1st of September, I think, to drop. And if I dropped this class, this would give me more time on Tuesdays, and it would give me all day off on Friday, which I could devote to YouTube and homework and etc. That might honestly be what I do. The class would be so good for me, and I find it so interesting and so necessary. Maybe I can like take it, I don't know, over the summer, over the winter, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Quite frankly, I am overstimulated, exhausted, and I expected that, but I feel invigorated and excited and ready, and I'm ready to start tomorrow with a fresh slate. Tomorrow's a little bit on the easier side. I'm starting the day with an 8-mile run. Then I have a meeting with my tax guy, and then I have 2 classes. And the classes are back to back, so there's not gonna be any breathing room in between, which it will be nice. So that's that. It's a successful first day. There's only so much you can really learn on the first day. It's a lot of syllabus overview. Come on, cook faster, I'm starving.
Clear the table, cut the grass, doing all I can of the necessary.
We're getting to the point in marathon training where everything just takes a really long time, and especially with treadmill workouts, you're just kind of there. You're not looking at anything new. Like there was in front of my treadmill a Zumba class going. I was there throughout the whole Zumba class, and I was there throughout the whole ab workout that was like right after that. Overall, I wasn't on the treadmill as long as I thought I'd be. So I did half a mile warm up at my easy pace, and then I went to 4.5 miles at my race pace, and then after 4.5, I did intervals. Trying to like get my speed up just slightly. I really do want to beat my 5 hours and 31 minute marathon, and I really would love to do a sub 2 hour. It's not looking good at this point. I think just the fact that I'll be running a second marathon is a win in itself, truly. I just can't listen to the trolls that tell me, oh, you're basically just walking at that pace. Shut up, I don't see you running a marathon. Anyways, the best thing I did was clean out that freezer. I don't know which one to do, you guys. Let's just stick to the single espresso. That's fine. I can't get over this. This is so cool. I need like milk. I'll figure it out eventually one day, someday. Meeting is done. Check. My computer science professor posted the syllabus for our class later today, in just a couple hours actually. Wednesdays are the virtual, like the classes on Zoom. But I have to go to the school because I have a class in person right after that, and I don't really know where to go to take a class. Maybe the room is just available for people who are already at the school, because I don't think I'll be able to take do a class from the library. We'll see. Maybe I'll leave a little early just to see. Guys, that was such a brutal class. I'll tell you all about it, but I'm going to math. I hope math is better. I hate online classes. where I'm going. Yeah. He's been very affectionate now that I've been gone more. I think he misses me. Anyways, I have to tell you about class. I've decided that I don't like online classes, and I knew I wouldn't. This class just, it was the one option for this course that worked with my schedule and my other classes, and it just happened to be a hybrid one. Mondays we meet in person, Wednesdays we do online, and we don't have school next Monday because of Labor Day, so we only have online classes coming up. First of all, I walk in, like I get to the school because yeah, I'm not sure where's a place I can like take a class without disturbing anybody, like the library and stuff. I don't know, maybe people do that. I don't know the vibe of the school yet. So I walk into the student center and I'm like, do you have any good places? They sent me to a unknown location I did not know existed. It's quiet, but like not too quiet where it's awkward to take a class or like to talk and participate in your class that's online. Anyways, the class starts and my headphones, I cannot connect my headphones to my MacBook. It says they're connected, but they're not connected to the Zoom. I was panicking, and we have to have our cameras on for the class to get like the credit for attendance. So I'm panicking like silently, and he does call me out in class. He's like, "You doing good? Okay, you doing okay, Chelsea?" I'm like, "Great." Meanwhile, I'm like, I had to connect my AirPods. How am I gonna be a CS major and I can't connect my AirPods to a Zoom? I end up figuring it out. I'm like Googling it on my phone below the camera so you can't see. He asked to like raise hand in a Zoom. I don't know how to do that. I'm a Microsoft Teams corporate girly, so I don't know how Zoom works. I don't know how to raise your hand. I know it's like the React, but like it wasn't immediately available, and I'm like, what the hell? So he's asking for participation that way. I can't find any of the buttons. So now we're downloading like Python and Anaconda, I think it is. My computer's old. It's not downloading anything. So I think me and a couple other students were like, we'll download on our own time and like just take notes, whatever. So I'm taking diligent notes. 5 o'clock rolls around. Turns out this undisclosed location
closes. I have to leave.
I'm standing in the lobby. I have turned my camera off at this point. I'm like, I don't have a choice. I have to turn my camera off. And so then I'm in like the lobby of this building, and I didn't realize I also had to leave that as well.
So now I'm literally on the street.
Trying to stay on the Baruch Wi-Fi. And I'm realizing like if he calls on me for anything, like my camera's off. So I'm just hope I don't get in trouble for that. But there's probably gonna be a siren in the background if I have to unmute. I don't know. So I'm like, I cannot stay here. I still have 25 minutes left of this class. So then I run into the main building, and I'm just like, okay, I remember hearing that the 3rd floor is a good place to take calls. I don't know who said that or why they said that. That's what Reddit was saying. I don't know. I think they're liars because there was no place that was like quiet to sit. Meanwhile, my Wi-Fi is now officially disconnected, and I'm like off of the class. I'm off of the call. So that's great. I'm like, should I just abandon the rest of it, or should I log back in? Like, I don't want to cause a disruption or whatever. Anyway, so I find a place in the hallway by a bathroom. I sit on the floor, reconnect to the Wi-Fi, rejoin the class, finish the class with my camera on in a different location. I don't know a damn thing from what he was saying. I was so stressed that entire hour. Imagine like how much easier it would have been just to have an in-person class. It would be great if I was at home because then I have my multiple screens I can work from. It's great, but my other class, my math class after that starts 30 minutes after, and it's just not enough time to commute. So it is what it is. I'm gonna have to figure out a system on how to do this. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. It's hilarious in hindsight, but I was stressing because you want to make a good impression on your professor, you know? The first class, yeah, like I don't want to have to log off the class. It was overwhelming, but it was a class I was most excited for. I just hope I can like go back and maybe he'll release a recording that I can watch and catch back up. It's gonna be a hard class for sure. So I've also kind of decided that I think I am gonna drop my government class. Spanish alone is a lot of memorizing. Math is gonna really challenge me. I had my math course after CS class. I don't have the bandwidth this fall to do anything extraneous, unfortunately. And I only need to be in 6 credit hours to keep my loans. So I think I'll be okay. Balancing everything is going to be really tough, like just from today in the long run. And like I got some editing in, that was great, but I only got through like 4.5 minutes of my vlog that's coming out on Friday. Today's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock. I am spent. I did not get a nap in. I'm just like, I'm not used to it yet. I'm excited by everything that's happening. I'm just kind of adjusting. Okay, so that's the update. I got some Mexican food. I got chicken enchiladas, green sauce. Soon I'm going to be able to order Mexican food all by myself in Spanish. That's so exciting. My Spanish teacher is really chilled. He's very nice. He walks back and forth a lot and it's kind of like dizzying. So maybe I'll sit further back in the class. We got this, guys. This is going well. I feel good. I'll feel better once I eat. Okay, bye. Hi, baby boy. Everyone's saying that you've gotten so big. They just think you're big boned and you're fluffy. These cats are a huge reason why I feel okay this week. I've been looking forward to coming home every day and cuddling with them. They've helped my mental health so freaking much. So I know I yapped yesterday for a while, but I have more things to yap about now. I've dropped my American government class officially, which is a decision I'm kind of sad about, but also I know it's the right decision because I'm learning that my marathon training is like a whole nother 3 credit level course, and I really want to follow through with that to the best of my abilities. And I know it's just like I'm already kind of struggling to find time for everything that's happening, and if I can, I just want to take a little bit off of my plate because I really want to do well in all the classes that I'm in. Oh, I don't think I told you yesterday, one of my people, I wouldn't say we're friends yet, but we're kind of acquaintances because we took that algebra startup course together for summer school, and she ended up being in my math class, and so I'm excited I knew somebody. And there's someone that's in my math recitation class that I've become kind of friends with, and she asked for my number, and I ended up walking with them from the classroom down to where we all kind of broke apart to go home, and we're all commuters commuting from 3 different boroughs. So I am making friends because I was worried the first couple of days were a little isolating. Even though you're around so many people, it's I'm just so aware of my age in this environment, and I'm not used to that. I'm not self-conscious about my age, I'm just extra aware of it. Today I'm gonna check out the library because I still haven't been there yet. I'm getting a lot of questions as to why I'm going back to school at all, especially given how bad the job market is, particularly in tech, particularly in the United States right now. Super duper valid question. At the end of the day, what my goal here is to give myself options for the future. Am I expecting to get a job right out of college? No. Am I expecting the road to be very difficult? Absolutely. I still think it's better for me to use this flexibility I have with being full-time on YouTube to broaden my skill set regardless. Realistically, I'm not planning to get married anytime soon, which I'm very okay with, but it means I have to build a long-term plan for continuing to support myself financially that's just more stable than doing social media, and have it be a long-term plan that works for me and fulfills me. In 4 years when I graduate, it could be a very different economy I'd be going into, for better or for worse. I have zero idea how this will all pan out. What I do know is that I'm going to a really good school, one that won't leave me with student debt. I have interest in many areas that I want to explore, and this is the best time to figure it out with all of you. But that's just me, we all have different journeys and different purposes that motivate us to pivot or to not pivot. In my opinion, there's just no right or wrong because it's an incredibly personal experience. Now that's what I call a fast and easy dinner. Reheating, takeout. It wasn't takeout, I did go get it. So it's bring in. And just like that, we're done with school for the week because I dropped that class tomorrow. So we're done. And this is a long weekend. So I actually have 4 days off, which is great. I'm gonna use that to do other things. Classes went well. I'll be honest, my Spanish class is really confusing. And I have a little bit of knowledge from working in restaurants and stuff and just living in New York for a while. And I'm kind of getting lost, and it's no shade to the professor or anything. It's just I don't know if it's the right teaching style for me, but I don't know if it's something I can even change at this point. I'm very proud of myself for getting through my first week, which is just 3 days, I guess. Something that's been kind of hanging over my head, not being sure how it's gonna go, not being sure how I'm gonna acclimate, and so far so good. My math class today was my favorite. I love the teacher. He's amazing, and he's hilarious too. Being in the library was very cool. I love that library. Stunning. There's so many floors, and there's also places where in the library that you can talk at a low volume, so I'm probably gonna take my online class from there next week because what I did this week did not work out. What else? Yeah, I've made some mistakes along the way. I'm doing all this by myself for the first time. When I went to college the first time, my mom was helping me handle a lot of this stuff and all the paperwork, and I'm truly on my own here. I'm just gonna be proud of myself for knowing what my limits are. My goal with all of this school is to not be as busy as I possibly can and then like overstrain myself, I guess, overwork myself to get all good grades and be miserable. Like, I don't want to be miserable for this. I have a choice with this, so I'm proud of myself. I feel like that's a growth from me a couple of years ago. Thank you so much for joining me on this first week of school. If you're also a student, let me know how your first week went. I know by the time this video goes live, you probably will have started school. Keep us posted. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up before you go. That kind of engagement really helps YouTube recognize my channel and push it out to other awesome people like you. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. I'll see you in my next one. I love ya. Bye.